And new this morning, a Superior business is preparing to celebrate a big birthday tomorrow.
World of Wheels, a skating rink, is turning 18 and is inviting the community to help celebrate.
Northern News Now's Hannah Morgan spoke to the manager of the rink and shares what this business means to himself and his family.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, guys. So World of Wheels is located on Oaks Ave in Superior and is celebrating its 18th anniversary under new ownership. And when asked what this milestone means to the business, the manager says it's a joy. So walk into the establishment and you'll be welcomed by a shining disco ball and the sound of skaters moving to the music. David Grappentine is the manager and his dad Steve owns World of Wheels. David has been with the business for the entire 18 years and has plans for the business to continue to be a community space for years to come.
It's an extremely fun environment. Kids don't realize how much exercise they're getting when they're here. Fun and exercise rolled into one.
And he says the secret to being in business for nearly 20 years is persistence and continued improvements.
Keeping the place fresh for everyone. I don't know if you knew, but we have our new skating floor. So we just finished that. We're almost coming up on a year now. So we replaced that back last July.
And tomorrow they're hosting their 18th anniversary party from 5 to 8 p.m. And admission will be at $9.95 plus rental cost. And there will be cake and drawings for gift cards and prizes all night. Reporting live in studio, I'm Hannah Morgan at Northern News Now.